Hey everyone, it's Jacques Hopkins, and this is a desk. Well, actually, it's not a desk. I am in the market for a desk. What this is, it's actually like this old map chest, and it has served me well for my purposes for the past couple of years, but there are a couple of big limitations that I really need to alleviate. And in this video, I'm gonna go over with you what the limitations were with this particular piece of furniture and what I was looking for in a new desk for my business, for working, and for making videos, both like this for the Online Course Guy brand, where I typically will have like my keyboard, my mouse, my notebook, and of course, a nice coffee here with me. Or when I'm talking about piano in 21 days, all of these go away. I'll usually leave the coffee up here and I put my piano keyboard right here, and I can make piano videos or do a live stream on piano. So it served me well, but in this video, I'll go over the limitations here and what I was looking for in a new desk. And I'll show you what I picked out. I'll go ahead and set it up and you can tell me what you think, if it's better or worse than this old map chest. So like I said, this piece of furniture, I'm not even calling it a desk, has served me well, but it's got two big limitations for what I need. The first one is that there's actually zero leg room. A lot of times you may see me kind of sitting to the side right here, and that's because there's literally no leg room, and that's because it's not a desk, it's a map chest. It's got all these drawers and everything that pull out. And so when I am sitting, sometimes I'll stand, but when I'm sitting, there's no place for my actual legs to go. And so that can be a problem from time to time. The other problem, and this one isn't as big, but it's actually not wide enough for my keyboard, my piano keyboard. So when I put my piano keyboard on top, it actually extends past the edges of this, and that's just not ideal. So those are the big two limiting factors in this piece of furniture. So I started out on a quest, and I love to do research. I spent hours looking into this, and what I was looking for in a new desk, a new piece of furniture, were really 5 things. So first of all, it needs to be an actual desk. And the reason I say that is because it needs leg room. So I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be an actual desk if it's got the leg room, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Second of all, it needs to be as wide or wider than my full-size 88 key piano keyboard. I think that's just going to give it a level of stability and also make things a little more visually appealing on camera. Now, I mentioned stability, and that's actually the third thing. I need it to be stable enough to put my keyboard, my piano keyboard, on top and actually play it. A few years ago, I bought a very inexpensive sit-stand desk. It had a crank wheel and I could raise it and lower it, and that was going to be my main workstation, especially for my piano. The problem is it wasn't very stable. That's because most sit-stand desks are actually supported mostly in the back. And so it raises and lowers in the back, and it's essentially only supported by the back 2 legs, and then the bottom has a base like this, and then comes up, and the desk comes up like this, only supported in the back side. So if I'm playing the piano on the front of it, there's no support from the top of the desk to the bottom in the front. So that front support for use with playing my keyboard is very important. The next feature that I would like to see is the top needs to be very visually appealing, because in a lot of cases, you're going to see it, whether it's a pre-recorded video like this or when I go live, whether it's for the Online Course Guy brand or for Piano in 21 Days, you will likely see part or all of the top of the new desk. So it just needs to be very visually appealing. So ideally that would be some sort of real wood, like reclaimed wood, just something that looks really neat. And the last and fifth thing that I would like to see is I want it to be like an adjustable height, like a sit-stand desk, so that I have the option to stand up or sit down. That's obvious, but really just so I have an easy way to really frame the shot and get it exactly the right height for filming videos like this. And bonus points if it's got pre-programmed settings to where maybe I wanted it a certain height for Online Course Guy videos where there's no piano keyboard, and a different height when there is. So that would just be bonus points. So those are the 5 things I'm looking for. And like I said, I did a lot of research and I came across this company. You may have heard of them, UPLIFT Desks. and they had a product that seemed to fulfill all 5 of these requirements, including the stability thing. I found one in particular that had stability. It had like 4 legs, even though it's adjustable. So I have high hopes for this thing. In fact, the delivery guy just came a little while ago and I wanted to document this process. So I'm excited to see if this desk is actually going to fulfill all these things like it does on paper. So I'm going to go ahead and slide my old map chest out of the way. I'm gonna go get those 4 boxes that they delivered, start setting things up, and I'm gonna start assembling my new desk, and then you'll be able to see what the finished product looks like, and you can tell me whether you think it's better or worse than my current setup. So here we go. That stuff is in the shot. Some of the boxes were heavier than others. I'm gonna start by the big one, which I'm pretty sure is the tabletop. I'm excited to open this up and see what the top of the table is gonna look like. See, I'm so used to not even having an actual desk. I just called it a table. I'm excited to see what the top of the desk looks like. It's not just your standard laminate or anything. This is real, actual reclaimed wood. Fur, I believe. The rustic reclaimed fur, beautiful. Absolutely what I was looking for. It's actually called the V2 4-leg sit-stand desk or height adjustable desk. And the frame came in 2 boxes. It said box 1 of 2, box 2 of 2. So I've got those 3 boxes open now. The 4th box I think is just like little accessories, but I'm gonna finish open that 4th box right now. This is a motion board you're supposed to stand on, helps with something. Desk organizer, yet to be seen whether I'll use something like this. A little lamp, programmable electric adjuster. So that's everything in this last box. I think that about does it. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over and let's check it out and plug it in. All right, we are plugged in and the default is very, very low. So let's go ahead and come over here and press the up button. And it is raising up just like that. And it tells you even on the display how many inches. My last desk was right at 38, so we'll start there. You can start to see it on this camera. And what I wanna do is kind of even it out, center it on this camera angle. So far, so good. All right, guys, well, I'm back and it has been about a week since I set up my new UPLIFT desk. And I gotta tell you, it has even exceeded my expectations. I'm really, really loving it. I wanted to go ahead and give it a little time before I did my final stamp of approval, because in the past week, I've been able to do live streams for my piano audience, live streams for my online course consulting students. I've met with a lot of people on Zoom. I've recorded YouTube videos. I've done a lot of different things, and this desk is exactly what I was looking for. So if you remember my list of 5 things I was looking for, first of all, actual desk with legs. Check, it's an actual desk. It has legs. Guess what? The rest of my body, when I'm sitting, can actually fit underneath because it's actually a desk with leg room. Next, wide enough for my piano. Because of this particular shot, you can't see my piano right now, but I'm going to just hit this one button, raise it up. My piano is sitting right here, over here at the back of the desk. This is actually something I didn't even know, like a feature that's amazing that I didn't even know about. Before, I was having to keep my keyboard down below on the floor and I have to pick it up and put it on the desk when I was ready to use it. But now, because of how big this desk is, not only is it wide and fits the whole piano, but it's deep too, so I can just store the keyboard back here at the back while I'm not using it. And then when I am using it, I just need to put things at the proper height. And let me go ahead and do that now. And I just slide things around, pull this forward. So I pull it to the edge, and now I can get it to the perfect height for actually playing piano and teaching piano. And I can look and see and get it exactly right in the shot that I want. Maybe back up a little bit. Now I'm ready to go, and now I'm in piano teacher mode. I've also been able to do some cool things with installing some software called vMix, and with my piano live streams, I have some really cool software going, different camera angles, works really, really well for teaching this stuff live, also pre-recording piano videos. But then when I'm not in piano teacher mode, if I don't need the keyboard, or if I am in online course guide mode, then I just raise up a little bit, push this back, move this back up here, and we are good to go. That part has worked really, really well, not just from a width perspective, but also depth. So the third thing that I needed to be stable, to be able to press down on my piano keys when the piano was right here. And if you remember from the beginning, that required actually a 4-legged, if it was gonna be sit, stand, desk, it needed the 4 legs. And a week of doing all kinds of pre-recorded piano content, live streams, I can say that without a doubt, that has not been a problem. This is a very, very sturdy, very heavy desk, and that has been just fine. Next and fourth on the list, it needed to be visually appealing. Well, you tell me that. You look at this. How good does this look on camera? I think overall it is very, very visually appealing, and I can't tell you how many people the past week that I've met with on Zoom, they're like, wow, you know, they admire the setup that I have for live video, but they're like, look at that desk. That looks great on camera. So that is definitely a win so far as well. And the last thing was, be nice if it was adjustable height. That has been awesome. It's been even better than I thought, because not only can I go to sit stand mode, like I can go ahead and raise it all the way up, and I can stand up and work like this. While I'm not perfectly framed for the shot when I'm standing up like this, I could always adjust my camera if needed, but I have a huge monitor that you can't see right now that I can literally do work at from right here. So a lot of times I'll find when I'm not recording videos or doing a live stream, I'll raise up to the standing position like this, raise up the desk and do my work, my computer work this way. So the standing position, awesome. I've even been using that motion board that they included. That's been pretty cool. But it really allows me to just frame my shots perfectly. So that's kind of a hidden advantage of a sit-stand desk for like a YouTube or video studio, is it allows you to really just get things just where you want them in the shot. So like right now, I'm trying to get my keyboard just out of the shot. So I just tap it until, boom, we are good to go. So that has been awesome. This has been absolutely the perfect desk for me, which is, I think, is an important part of being able to work properly. So if you're in the market for a new desk too, then I hope this video has helped you in one way or another. I will link to the exact desk that I ended up purchasing and I'm thrilled with below this video. And if you're out there and you're intrigued and want to learn piano, then head over to pianoin21days.com. Or if you want help with online courses, getting started, or if you have an online course business already and want to take it to the next level, I'm your guy for that as well. And for that, you can head over to the onlinecourseguy.com. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear from you in the comments what you think of my new desk setup. See you next time.